4, and we're going to focus on comparison again, and we're going to be doing comparison differences. So, there's 3 different ways we compare. We will stick with the same comparison, okay? And we're going to say, what do they have more or less of, okay? So, the dwarfs have, and you're going to do kind of for both. So, the dwarfs have more or less of what than the white witch? Less height than the white witch. The dwarfs have more of what than the white witch?
Facial hair.
I was gonna say the
The
movie.
dwarfs have more facial hair than the white witch. Great. And then, well, both are. Both, the dwarf is more what than the white witch?
Is he scary?
I think he's more authentic.
Okay. More authentic than the white witch.
She's a liar.
She's total liar. Everything. Okay. And the dwarf is less what than the white witch?
Manipulative.
Less manipulative. And what else? Talkative. Okay. Both of those are great. Okay. And then this is does more or less. Okay, good. At least you put talkative on. Does less talking.
Oh, sorry.
You got it. Yep. And let's say the dwarf does more what than the white witch? These are actions. Does more work.
Yeah, I was gonna say
He does all of her work. The dwarf does more work. Okay. So you're going to come up with a couple of examples for each one. This worksheet is on page 123, and you've got a couple of boxes here. So you're going to kind of go through each of these and kind of fill the blanks in these boxes and figure out your comparisons.
I might add, so if you notice on here, both are, it also says list groups both belong to. I might add like they both belong to a population of Narnia, but the dwarf is more Narnian. He's not human. So that could be like a group.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. I forget about that.
And where are we putting this in this essay?
This is essay 4. This is our invention. So we are just brainstorming.
Okay.
Okay? And now we're going to take all these brainstormings and we're going to move them over to our Annie chart. So from this chart that we just brainstormed, what can help our weather statement? Whether Edmund should have followed the white witch. Which of these are affirmative, negative, or interesting?
Jeff?
Oh, bless him. He hasn't even been in there.
Sorry.
He hasn't even been in here. The dwarf is more Narnian. Is that affirmative?
Yeah.
I interesting.
Second your motion. It's affirmative.
That's for you, babe.
There you
I love
go.
that for you.
Yeah, but authentic only in that he's just like really crabby and not nice, and that's really who he is. So
Right.
his authenticity isn't enjoyable. It's just authentic.
It's good.
Could you also
Anything?
put the white witch being more manipulative on there in the affirmative? Because that'd be a reason why to actually follow her. Like that would be.
If that's how you're writing your paper, absolutely. Yeah. If you're writing that as an affirmative,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of flexibility. If you can sell me on it, I'll take it, you know? You can go any way you want.
You might use the word persuasive though, instead of manipulative. It's a bad connotation. If you're going for that.
If you're
Yeah.
going for
You're
that.
like, no, manipulators, it's good.
Excellent.
Gets the job done.
Okay, so that's, we're gonna move those over. So you can see how, depending upon what you're comparing, how it can be more or less helpful to your weather statement.
So say that my son makes his stuff, but then he's like really struggling. He's really struggling to put it in the Annie chart. Would you encourage them to think of more of these? Or how would you kind of help them get through that? Because we even were sitting here like, affirmative? I don't know. So how would you help them?
So I think let them feel the struggle, and then I would just explore that first of all and just say, hey, why are you struggling here? What do you think didn't work very well about this? So that next week when he creates this, he can, maybe it's I didn't pick a topic that related very well, you know? Maybe it didn't relate to the heart of the issue. Okay, so next time we can pick a little better topic. Then you could have, should we go back and pick something else to compare and try again to move it over? Or you just decide that this is a learning week and we don't have a lot to move over. And you just need to do some other brainstorming to finish off your Annie chart, okay? And so I think there's a lot of value in them figuring out what didn't work about that and just being like, it's okay if it was kind of a bust week, you know? We don't slap wrist in class, so if he comes back without all of his Annie chart items, it's okay.
You go over some of the comparisons in class, like give them different ideas.
We do, yeah.
So when you're on week 4 and you are focusing on comparison, once they go home on Tuesday, they do their Annie chart,
Good.
and then, I mean, we would still, let's say we're using what you do, and let's say we go through the exercise comparison with them again. I mean, we would still focus on the other common topics.
Right,
through the
so,
week, right?
so starting at this point, what we do, Tuesday, you're just gonna brain dump maybe 10 items per, how many do you guys require in essay 4? I can't remember. Are we at like 15 or 20? 15? I think we might be at 20 already by essay 4. So let's say they need 10 reasons. So maybe Tuesday they come home and brain dump 5 to 10 reasons per column. Wednesday, they're gonna do the comparison similarity chart that we just did, because we're not forgetting what we did before. So Wednesday, they're gonna do comparison similarities, they're gonna get 5 more on. So now they're at 10 to 15. Thursday, they're gonna do their comparison differences. And now they're gonna get on that last 5 to, 5, so they'll be at 15 to 20. And then if you need to fill in with just a little bit more brainstorming, ask yourself some of these questions, okay? What else can you think of,
Hey teachers, thanks for popping in and watching this video. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Erica Lynn and I'm a homeschooling mom. I have 4 kids and I have been teaching them for over 10 years now. We use a classical approach to schooling, so I've been using My Father's World and Classical Conversations. It's my goal to help homeschooling become easy for you too. So I'm taking all the tips and tricks that I have learned over the years and I'm putting them here for you to see. So congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Would you just pop a hearts emoji into the comments so that I know you watched the whole thing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. And if you liked this video about the LTW curriculum, you need to check here to see the next video in this series. You guys have a great day, and remember, you are already enough.